Is it possible that people do their best with their best intentions and it still turns out to be a potential mistake?
The man said what they're doing. So remember, these statements are made in the context of the controversy, censoring, and banning of Conrad Vine. And with a straight face, Ron Kelly said, could it be that what these men have done at the GC level was simply a mistake? If it's a mistake, what do? You apologize. If it's a mistake. Friends, these things are not mistakes. We're seeing a pattern of apostasies without any consequences, and nothing is being changed. Ron Kelly is taking a neutral position, and God abhors it. It's a grievous crime against God. Continue. Ron Kelly.
I don't think it is helpful to stifle discussion on the floor of the General Conference session when a lawyer and delegate brings a global concern to a global meeting. There was much church manual minutia that could have been postponed for another 3 years.
So who is he talking about here?
I believe this.
I believe this. The General Conference leadership. Because a lawyer, delegates brought a global concern to a global meeting. What was that global concern during the GC session? It was the pestilence 19 crisis. That was the global concern. What happened? They shut down all discussions. And Ron Kelly called that a mistake. That was 2021. We're in 2024, about to go into 2025. He called that a mistake. He's taking a neutral position. Here's what he was talking about. I have no time to play these clips. I've played them ad nauseum. All right? Listen, a few seconds.
Is it proper to discuss a specific person at this time?
I think it was made abundantly clear that we will refrain from making any comments or observation on names here on the floor. That was the understanding, Brother Jonathan. So
Okay.
to your question, the answer is no.
So all comments should be regarding the entire panel?
You cannot isolate any one person because he was addressing contextually the leader of PARL. That's who he was addressing. I've covered that. You have to vote for all the heads of department. You cannot vote for one at a time. And the delegates voted for everybody, including the head of PARL. If I were there, I would have voted no for all of them. If you say up and down, vote for all, well, it's no. We must not eat and partake of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So while some were faithful, if there's a bad spoiled apple, I vote no. Amen. And what happened to the GC leader? He silenced and censored all the delegates. You can't talk about this. And yet, with a straight face, Ron Kelly said this, which shows me he is contradicting himself. Listen again.
Every leader in this denomination deserves honor. It's not carte blanche. It's not a blank slate affirmation that everything that happens is okay. But if you think our leaders are working for money or selfish ambition, you need to think again. I don't want any of them referred to as corrupt, devious.
Now, what is selfish ambition? Now, Dr. Vine actually showed us that because the leadership of the organization has been receiving monies from the merchants of the beast, monies from Babylon, monies from Big Pharma, monies from, those tyrants out in the world, that's one of several reasons why they took that stance to unite with the state. Don't argue with me. The evidences are in that sermon. By the way, I'll put that link again below in the description box. What is selfish ambition? If you make a quote-unquote mistake and refuse to apologize, it's because of two things, pride and selfishness. Ron Kelly is contradicting himself. To be neutral, he's contradicting himself.